All right, guys, so I want to do the ultimate comparison when it comes to your battery jump starters for your vehicle. So we got 4 different brands we're going to go over. I'm going to show you each and every one of them and tell you why you need to pick maybe one versus the other. We're going to go from well-known brands like NOCO to some smaller brands but still pack an absolute punch. So we're looking at the DB Power, the NOCO, the Life Moker, and the Zebsco. Each brand has its own difference in features. So starting off with the packaging, I want to go with that first. Look at this. You have a hard shell or soft shell case for the DB Power, the Life Moker, and the Zebsco, but you do not have anything. You got just a basic bag with the NOCO. So it's just something to keep in mind if you're looking for storage needs and making sure you have a spot to put it in your vehicle. NOCO is going to be bag related with regards to it. Next thing is going to be size. So let's go ahead and compare the size of each unit because size does matter. So in the DB Power, let's take a quick look. You are not missing anything. You got it all laid out. It is going to be just like so for the DB Power. The NOCO unit, I believe, is going to be the smallest one. Slightly smaller than your DB Power right there. Easy peasy. Your Life Moker is quite large, going to be more in size of the DB Power one as well. So taking a look at this unit right here, and we'll pull them all together. And then the Zebsco is going to be kind of that medium, middle to small size unit. So let's go ahead and take a quick look at that guy. There you have it. So let's put them all together, see which one is the biggest and the smallest. So if we're looking at comparison, there you have it. Your Life Moker is the largest one, packing 3,000 amps that you're doing with that one. You have the Zebsco is going to be 4,000 amps. You have the DB Power is going to be running at, oh, I do not have that number here, so I'm going to have to figure it out for you guys, which I'll make happen. And then you got 1,000 amps on the NOCO boost. So missed something on the DB Power, but we'll get it figured out looking in the box here in just a second. Size-wise, weight-wise is completely different too, just kind of a notate. This one might be the biggest one, the Life Moker, but at the end of the day, it's probably one of the lightest ones out of all the units. Slightly heavier. The Zebsco at 4,000 amps is going to be the heaviest unit, and probably coming in close to it is going to be the DB Power as well. So tons of different features and factors with regards to all of them, from a unit perspective. Now let's take a look at the outside, look at the functionalities and features of them, and then kind of go through what the differences are of each unit. You have lights, 200 lumen lights on the outside of the NOCO Boost Plus, the GB40. You have your power button. It is a lot simpler of a product. Keep in mind, there's 0 digital aspects to this, so less to break, more longevity, higher quality for it. You do have the Boost Plus, but you can pop in and get an extra jolt to make sure that the battery is going to get chumped. You can turn on your lights on here, and then you do have your USB in and out over here. So one USB in out and one USB in. USB regular and USB-C, keep that in mind. Now on the other side of this is going to be their proprietary plug-in, and keep in mind it is on the side of it, so end to end, which I think that definitely plays a role when it goes to comparing the other items, because if you notice, you are not getting that on the DB Power. You have an in unit, the Life Moker, it is a side plug, and the Zebsco is also a end unit. So each one is slightly different, and that's something to kind of notate as we're going to go through these. I'll show you that. But again, super easy functionality and very different from the other options with NOCO. Let's look at the DB Power now. What do we got features wise? We got a light on the outside, which is really nice. We have our USB-C and USB-A, our engine start thing. This cover, I will tell you, has always been a little booger to remove. You see, I'm going to struggle with it here. I will tell you that means it's got a good seal on it, but it's something I struggle to get open. There you have it right there on the end of it. So it's just something to notate with regards to it. You do have a little LCD screen on the side here. If we do that, you can see the charge on it as well. so you know what you're working with, and it cuts your light on as well. So your output of 54%. You can see everything that we might be looking at, and then you have your light on the side, and again your USB. Something else that's kind of neat about this one, kind of unique, is you do have a compass. I'm not sure what that would absolutely be used for. If you're trying to make your way back, maybe if you're lost, you got a compass there that would help out. All right, let's look at the Life Moker. This is my newest one that I've been playing around with. This one's kind of cool. You're running 3,000 amps out of it. You have an easy digital screen up here, so we just turn it on. There you have it right there, 73%. It's going to show it nice and bold on that, which is super important. You do have your light button right here, so just two click buttons on the front. You have your light on the side. On this part, you have a cover for two USB regular ones and one USB-C, and it does show you your in and out with regards to them with a nice little cover for it. And then on the side of the unit, that is where you're going to be plugging in their proprietary plug to go ahead and boost the vehicle. Last up is going to be the SVEV right here. I know I'm not saying it right, but that's just the way I say it. This thing is the heaviest one in my opinion. Taking a look here, on the front is going to be their proprietary plug-in device to go with the jumper cables. You do have two lights on here, which is super cool. You have your power button on the side, and then on the other side of this is going to be your Type-C in, USB out, and then USB 2 out as well. So popping that cover off, that's just kind of one of the features that makes a difference with regards to it. Look, holding charge there, which makes it really nice and easy to use. And then you do have your power button on the side. Easy one-click power button there. So pretty minimal at the end of the day, which makes it really nice and easy to function with. USB to USB-C cord coming in with the SVEV. That's what you get with regards to things. Your Life Moker, you do not have any cords extra other than your USB to USB-C. Right there. Your DB power, same thing, USB to USB-C, and NOCO, USB to USB-C to USB-C. So keep in mind that is the only one that is running the USB-C to USB-C. Now let's take a look at each and every one of the actual jumper cables. From a jumper cable perspective, this is the SVEV. There is nothing else special with this. Has a pretty large little connector right here, easy to pop in, but again, it is going to be proprietary to it. There's no LED lights, no indicators on this. It's going to be just straight basic information on it. Something to note is the jumpers are two different size, and they are 8 gauge up to 200C. So 8A WG gauge. They're smaller. These are plastic, so keep in mind these are definitely smaller. I kind of dig that as something because my van here that we're working on has a smaller jumper spot, so kind of harder to get to. If I don't have any other tools, it makes things a lot more difficult. But these are plastic. Keep in mind they are breakable, so that's just something to notate with this SVEV. Now moving over to the Life Moker here, taking a look. Same thing goes. We have two different size jumper cable cords, but let's go ahead and get on to this piece. Now there is a cover here for your unit, so you do have a cover as well, which makes it nice, so you're not going to have any issues with that. You do have 3 LED lights on the top, as well as your blue light, which is going to be standby, and green for ready. You have the other, the LC, which is low capacity, RC for reverse connection, and HT for high temperature on that. Remember, this one cannot be reverse polarity. That's just one of the things about it. It's just something to notate. So you do have on here 8 AWG or 8 gauge with 200C cordage. That's what you are working with regards to these. Much bigger. Take a look. Plastic still, right? Substantially larger than the SVEV version. Look at this. Size does matter. Boom. Check that out. Alright. Next thing, the DB power. We're back to baby version of these guys. You got the DB power here. Again, with this one, you do have lights, blinking lights that will pop up on here, which is super important. It's going to tell you if it's ready and if there's reverse polarity, if it's ready to be started. So all going to pop out of there. They're proprietary stuff. Definitely on the smaller side of the jumper cable pieces. You're still getting your 8 gauge at 200C coverage there, and then you do have a smaller jumper piece with the plastic as well. I know it should be plastic. I'm saying it like it shouldn't be, but that's just something to notate. Kind of size difference. These are darn near the same size as the Svev, so something to keep in mind. With regards to them, length does matter, so that is a little factor. About the same size there with regards to them. All right, NoCo boost. It's kind of one that's a little bit different here, jumper cable wise. So each one of those has that bigger port, and with extra information. Again, NoCo keeps it super simple, right? I love that. Running the same size cordage, which matters with a 200C aspect. You do have a cap for your proprietary cover on this. These things are a little bit larger. You do get this extra little clip though. I like this. I keep them stored that way. That's just something I like to do. Nicely branded, but really heavy duty like with the NoCo. So that's just something to note about. At the end of the day, guys, you have 4 different power units. All of them work relatively the same when it comes to plugging and playing on your vehicle. At the end of the day, you need to choose what's right for you. You're not going to go wrong. You can have more simplistic model like the NoCo Boost, which is tried and true, but there's plenty of other products out there that do function well. They hold long batteries. They are going to jump what you need them to jump from up to a 6-liter gasoline engine or a small 3-liter diesel engine. But definitely read the manual and make sure you get what's right for you for your vehicle. So check it out.